Hello and welcome back to George's Gaming Guide. So today me and Dad are going to be building the Death Star Trash Compactor Diorama, set number 75339, and this is made out of 802 pieces. This set was released this year, depending on when you're watching this, 2022. It is a little bit dusty, unfortunately. So on the front it just shows the main picture of it. So I do believe the walls can come in and out, which is quite nice. So you've got 4 of the 6 minifigures, I believe, but Dad knows more about that than I do really. So on that note, I'm going to hand over to Dad to tell you about the model itself.
Okay, so yes, this is the famous scene from Episode 4, New Hope, where they're trying to get Princess Leia out of the detention block, and they jump into the trash compactor. So this has been on the UCS Death Stars previously, I think, two of the versions of it. It's actually the famous saying here of, one thing's for sure, we're all going to be a lot thinner, which is something that Han Solo says. And I think it looks really good representation of this. So you actually get 6 minifigures in this, 4 of which are unique. The 2 that aren't unique are Chewie and Princess Leia. You also get Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and you won't see it from that side because they actually hide around the back of the set. You have R2-D2 and C-3PO as well.
I didn't notice this until C-3PO is actually on the top of the box. 1-to-1 scale.
So it's a bit strange that they're going to be hidden around the back, so I don't know, if you have it on a shelf, no one's really ever going to see them. But you can see how the walls actually come in to sort of represent that scene quite well. So it actually looks a really nice set. In terms of size, it's 10 centimetres or 4 inches in height, and 22 centimetres and 8.5 inches in width. This is actually part of a 3-set series that was released this year. We have the Dagobah Jeddah training and the Death Star trench run. This is the biggest of the sets, I believe. It was slightly more expensive than the...
If you move this way, they can actually see it on that shelf. Luke's training.
And just below me here as well, you can just about see it. We have the trench run as well. Looks like one of the ships has been knocked off, so I'll sort that. So yes, I think this looks really nice. You have actually got the scene on the back, which has got Han Solo trying to put the metal bar across, which did look distinctly foam when we in the original film. But you do have that in this as well, so you can try and recreate that scene. And I think it's overall going to look quite nice. So I think, without further ado,
let's get straight into building. Hello, we are back, and this is the finished model, and all in all, I think that it looks really nice. So I'm going to do my bit of the review first, and I'm going to hand you over to Dad to do the main bit of the review. I'm actually going to turn the model around to what you can't see, where we have C-3PO and R2-D2 in the back here with a panel, which is printed, so it looks like the thing that R2-D2 like puts himself into, or part of him into, to unlock all the doors going through the Clone Wars to, you know, some of the latest movies, really. So that's quite nice. The C-3PO classic gold, as per usual. There's no reason why he wouldn't be. R2-D2 looking as good as he did in the movie. You know, good printing on this model. And if we go back to the front here, we got Lego Star Wars. Oh, sorry, I do apologise. Thank you. And we have a quote, which actually I'm not 100% sure. It says, "One thing's for sure, we're all going to get a lot thinner," which is said by Han Solo, and then, or Harrison Ford. And then we have the two walls, which using these little bits that stick out on the sides, you can push it in, and the dress compactor will close, which is really nice, and I do like it. So I'm now going to open that back up, and I'm going to hand you over to Dad to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, so this is actually a really nice model. I thought there'd be a lot of loose pieces in this, like there was on the Death Star one, but everything is actually secured down, and it's very cleverly made, so it will close right up. So going into the minifigures first, so we've got the very famous scene from the episode 4. So we have Chewbacca, which has been in several sets. I think it's 14 sets he's been in now.
Yeah.
So the classic dark brown, the light brown face. It's got a plain brown body piece that the hairy part goes over the top of.
I wonder
making
if
that bit taller.
Chewbacca in this is the same as the one that's in the trash compactor in the Death Star.
I'm not sure, maybe.
It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? It'd be quite good.
Yeah. The other one that's not unique is the Princess Leia. I think she's only been in one other set other than this.
It was the Death Star Escape.
Death Star Escape,
I think. Not 100% sure.
Again, very nice printing. Only printing on the top though. There's nothing on the bottom part of the dress. I mean the normal sort of bonnet hairstyle that she has in the show, so it's all the films. So very recognisable. And then you have the two unique figures. So first we've got Han Solo in the Stormtrooper outfit. Not the first time he's been seen like that, so he's in the UCS Death Star as well, but it is a slightly different figure. Again, very nice printing on it, and he has one of the Stormtrooper blasters with him as well. And then we have Luke Skywalker, and the way he's on this, he's actually laying down, so it's you'll see a little red light sort of thing behind it. That's supposed to represent the Dianoga when it actually takes Luke down, which is why he's lying down. But again, I think that the minifigure's really nice, the printing on the body's really nice. The hairpiece is actually represents how he was in this film really well, so overall the minifigures on this set are really nice. In terms of the details, it's a lot of the pieces that are in this, because it's an 800 piece set. All these 1x1 squares, so it makes it look like it's dirty. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a trash compactor. And it's quite a contrast to the rest of the Death Star, because that's all nice and clean, and then you come to this and it's got bits everywhere. I do like the fact they've got like droid legs and droid head and everything down here, so it all works really, really well. And the mechanism that shuts it, yeah, it does work. Yeah, you don't really need much more than that. Would have been nice to have something to make them go at the same time, but yeah, it still works really well. And to be honest, it's more of a display piece. The fact that the figures have somewhere to stand, and that you have to have them in that position for it to work properly. It's more for something you'd actually have in a set position on the shelf. So for me, it's not a really big issue that they don't move together. But I'll try and show you from the top. It's actually got some cutouts in very nice places, so it goes really tight together, and the characters fit in really well. So the bit that Luke Skywalker's on actually goes into holes on either side, so it does close really close up. And it's a very good design. I think Lego have done a great job on this. When it first came out, I wasn't too sure about it. So that's why we went for the other two first. I still think that the Dagobah Jedi training is the best one. I think it just looks really, really nice. But this is close, to be honest. It's a lot better than I was expecting. And the way they've designed it, I think it shows there's a lot of thought gone into it. And I think that's about all I have to say on it. Yeah, I think there's very good part usage on this. So, your final thoughts on this?
Yeah, again, part usage is really nice. There is something I have noticed, which could be Lego's fault, but the bit at the back where R2-D2 would put, himself into to get through it, it's taller than R2-D2. So I don't know if this is Lego issue. I don't know if this is Breaking Dad coming out to build again. I'm having a guess it's Breaking Dad, but you're very welcome. But to be honest, I think it might be. But again, it could be Lego. It's not Lego's not.
No, that is the correct height.
It is the correct height. So as I was about to say, Lego does occasionally make a problem with it, but it's not that much of an issue. I only knew it because I wasn't speaking and I was looking at the back of the mall. I just noticed it.
I think one of the reasons for that might be so you can actually see it properly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll be stuck behind R2-D2, and you won't see that detail.
But I don't have that much of a problem. So you don't see it. You don't see it in the set. But yeah, so I think that's where we're going to end it for today.
Yeah, I think the only shame is, like George points out at the back, it's not really finished on the back. It would have been nice if they were making this a feature to actually have tiles on the back to make it flat like the rest of it. But then saying that, to be honest, we're not going to see this because it's going to be on a shelf and you won't see the back. Which is a shame because you've got two very nice minifigures there.
I was hoping that they'd let the door slide out.
Yes.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, the door is fixed into position, but...
because it wouldn't have been too difficult, would it, to add in? It's a bit of a shame.
No, it is a shame it's not quite finished at the back, but as I say, 99% of people will probably have it like that on the shelf, so you'd never see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's it for this video. So thank you for watching. As I really love to hear your comments on this set, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you next time.
Thank you.
For watching.
Bye.
Bye.